Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Social X Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy here from Chester, Connecticut tonight. It's Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Excited to share some information with you about Social X. Got some great people on the line as well. A lot of exciting things that are happening in our company right now, and you are just in the right place at the right time. So plug in every Tuesday. This is really a Zoom for you. It's not mine, it's ours. It's a team Zoom. It's the X Team Social Hour. We only do it for half an hour. We call it the Social Hour. And we're just glad that you could be here. And if you got stories to share, testimonies, and things like that, just please let me know. We just met with Keisha Williams. I'm gonna have her say hello again now that we've got this thing started. And I know, Keisha, you've been working with Bradley for a short period of time, maybe even a long period of time. Tell us what you like best about the Exhilarate that you've gotten excited about, Keisha.
Well, the first time I experienced it, I woke up that morning. I was tired, just feeling pretty drained. And Brad and we worked together at Jockey Lot in Lafayette, and he had a sample for me. And immediately I cracked it open, put it in the water, tried it, and within minutes I was like zooming around. I wanted to redo my booth. I wanted to decorate. I was talking to the customers. I just felt great. I felt wonderful. And I didn't remember that I woke up tired. So the next day I wanted another one and I had the same experience. So
Wow, that's
I'm
fantastic.
into
Now,
that one.
now, were you an energy drink drinker, or are you somebody that's kind of stayed away from energy drinks?
No, I don't stay away on purpose, but I haven't had an energy drink in many, many years.
Hmm.
I drink my one cup of coffee in the morning and I'm like, okay, this is what it feels like, to feel a little awake, but it was totally different.
Yeah, it's pretty sustained energy, isn't it? I mean, it's something that kind of lifts you off and kind of keeps you there for a while, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, it's exciting to have something that's, healthy for you, a healthy alternative. I mean, you can only drink so many cups of coffee, and we know that's probably not the best thing for you.
Right.
There's a lot of other added nootropics, things that are going to really help your focus and your energy, mental acuity, things of that nature, and nothing, no artificial crap in it or anything like that. I mean, it's really an amazing product, and it tastes great, right?
Yeah. I had no problems with the taste.
That's awesome. All right. Well, hey, I hear that we may be getting another flavor, but you didn't hear that from me. It's top secret. Uh,
Right.
I'm not going to say anything. I didn't say it here. You guys didn't hear it, and don't say it to anybody. But I'm going to bring Bradley on. Bradley, you and I, we go a little bit back during the CBD days, and Bradley, you are just crushing it here with Social X. Congratulations on not only hitting Manager 3 within your first week or so in the business, but you've also got some people on your team that have also hit Manager 3 as well. Congratulations on that, Bradley. How you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. You know why? Boom, that's why.
Fantastic. Hey, I like your hat. That's a good hat.
Yep, boom, that came in too.
All right, fantastic. So tell us what I love I love watching you grow as an entrepreneur because I've known you for about 6, 7 years now, and you took a stab at the CBD end of our biz back then, and you shifted into a more traditional business. You've got this incredible local business that you do. You mount TVs and do things like that in Louisiana. And I kind of watched that business grow on the sidelines. And I loved, we connected the other day, I guess about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I just sent a text through Rapid Funnel, right? The Rapid Funnel app is such an amazing tool. And as I've mentioned on previous Zooms, I do things in bulk, right? So I'll send 20 messages out, 30 messages out, and then I'll, follow up with those people as needed. And you were one of those people that got the message and was like, hey, I'm actually looking for something right now in network marketing. Tell us why you were looking for something in network marketing when you have a successful traditional business.
bottom line, help people. If I can be successful in this world, and as I'm moving forward every day, it's not so much for myself to make the money, but as of right now, we have Greg Hilliard right here on the board with us. He's actually my right hand man when it comes to TV Mountain. He's manager three in his first week. And then Keisha, aka Nikki, she's my secretary for the TV company, just helping two people, twice. So not only do they get help working directly with me, I said, look, we need energy, gave them both the samples, both fell in love with it, both joined in, um, as well as helping people financially and as well with health. So I do it for people, and the more you do for people, the more it's going to come back to you. But that would be my bottom line on why I wanted to come back into this
I love that
venture.
answer too, because you've got people that have worked around you or near you in your traditional business, but again, that's your business. That's not their business, right? They're employees, and you really can't share ownership with them, with the size company that you are. But with this, you get to share ownership, right? You get to have them have their very own independent business, and you get to coach them and work with them and help them build financial freedom and wealth alongside of your traditional business. Which, that is a great reason to do this, is to be able to help others, right? There's a lot of people out there that make decent money in their life, but they can't share that with people around them. They can't help the people around them do what they do. But with this business, you certainly can get to do that. So, again, congratulations on hitting manager three. I know you're headed to manager seven before long, but important to note the sweet spot in our plan for those watching. Manager three is three personally enrolled that are active. And what that does is a couple of things. Number one, it pays you down 7 levels in our compensation plan, right? A full 7 levels in our plan just for having three people who are active, which is huge. And if you go through the numbers on what that can look like as people multiply that out, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, and so on. There's a lot of people there. And if everybody's just, switching out their energy drink or their protein shake, or they're getting involved with, our unique mist products, which you can't buy anywhere else, that's going to equate into some significant income with just three people active as manager three. The other thing it unlocks, though, which is key, is the personal residual income on those personal enrollees, right? When you first enroll somebody, you're earning 50%. Everybody starts as a customer. As soon as they hit that button in the back office, they become an associate. Now you also get 50% again, 50% of the CV on that next order, which is their first order as an associate, right? So 50%, 50%. And then the number drops, right, on residual income. It drops to 5% for residual income on your personals. But once you have three, which you do have now, that 5% jumps to 20%. So that's the sweet spot. So you need your three active, you're getting 20%, and it can go up all the way back up to 50%, right? As you keep enrolling people, and you take a look at the comp plan for the details on that. But that is such a key sweet spot in our plan. And so manager three, everybody should be shooting for that to really take advantage of those monies that are in the plan there. And of course, when you get to seven, manager seven, there's $200 in it for you extra. And that's nothing to sneeze at, right? And I love the fact that there is no time limit on that. So again, Brad's, congratulations. Any advice you'd like to give people about going fast?
Talk to everybody. Talk to everybody where you think they're going to join or not, because those you think won't join are going to be the exact ones to join, and those you think you got them in the bag aren't going to give you a shot of the day as far as joining. But every person you talk to, definitely let them know something. I'm personally, the way I personally do this is I go for the products first, I build a rapport, then I show them some information, and then I sign them up. I don't go straight to the business plan because some people aren't in it for the business, they're just in it for the products. But everyone who's in it for the business is in it for the product. So kind of work my way from one side to the other. And as everyone knows, with the TV company, we speak to all our TV company customers. We speak to what, like Nikki said earlier, we work at the Jockey Lot. We do a little thrifting on the weekend. We talk to all those people. And out of this week, we probably reached with Nikki and Greg on my team altogether, we probably reached about 30 people this week, not including everyone that I spoke to with the TV company prior to this.
Mm.
But like I said, 20, 30 people in bursts. Maybe not all of them going to sign up. Maybe half, maybe 25%. But 25% of that 20 is still five, manager five. So working volumes, talk to everybody. That's all
Awesome.
I pretty much do.
That's fantastic, and yeah, obviously it's working for you. And boy, if you get 25%, you're doing something right. That's pretty good. So everybody doesn't get those same kind of numbers, but that's really incredible. And look, we have a product that a lot of people are doing energy drinks. So to give them something that's an alternative, that's healthy, that's doctor endorsed, doesn't have all that crap in it that most of them have, that's a good place to be. All right. Hey, congratulations on that. And you mentioned something about doing a booth of some sort, and these next guys, they have taken it to another level. We've got Cody Turner on the line, and we also have Chad Newsom. And these guys this weekend did an equestrian show with a bunch of cowboys, and they had a kick butt booth. Before I bring you guys on, I just want to share what your booth looked like so everybody can get a sense of that. So here it is. They had the Exhilarate banner, which it looks gorgeous, and they had the Social X banner in the back. They have a lot of product there. It looks to me like they are armed and dangerous with spring water, so they could make samples of Exhilarate. And obviously, this has been an incredible weekend. But I want to hear from you guys directly. So, Cody, why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about your experience when it came to this equestrian show you just did?
Yeah, the biggest thing with this show, and I don't care if you go to one of them or if you go to 100 of them, just from that short time that we done it for, so it was a 2 day event. It's not what you expect. It's great, it's fun. It's all I'm saying, you're going to learn something. Now, is that going to be you're going to learn something about yourself, what you need to improve in? If that's going to be something that you're learning on what to critique to make it work for you, don't get discouraged on your first show. Now, with that being said, me and Chad had an absolute awesome time. You can see my daughter here walking up beside me. We took my kids, my wife came, Chad and his wife, and we went up there, and it was just a great time. We went up, met a lot of up in Shipshewan in that area. There's a ton of Amish, so there's a lot of culture differences. There's a lot of cowboys were in town, and it was a really good time. There on Saturday, we decided to kind of go for a different approach. And instead of people coming up and just sampling out, we decided to get some announcements done and said, hey, any of the performers, drinks are on us tonight. Come up. We're going to give you a full bottle of Exhilarate every time you come up, all night long. And that was a pretty good success for us. We had the rodeo clown out there talking about mangosteen, and it was just a great time. So, did we have a blowout of sales and we're just making, all kinds of money on the business side? No. But the time that we had, with family and friends and, going out there and learning about our products and what to do and what not to do, it was just great. I'll just be honest with you. Me and Chad, I've already both agreed, and this is something we're going to continuously do.
Absolutely. It sounds to me like it was one of the first times you've ever attempted to do a booth like that. And there is a learning curve, how to talk to people and how to engage with folks. And, as you do more of them, you just get better at them. And that's just the nature of doing a booth like that in a business like ours. But it sounds to me like you met a lot of great people, and you never know, right? You never know what can come from that.
Well, between me and Chad, I'd say we passed out at least 500 postcards and with our information on it. So, even if we got 10% of that,
Mm.
you're talking pretty good outcomes. So we'll see in this month to come on that part of things.
Awesome, awesome. All right, let's see. Chad, are you out there, buddy?
Yeah, can you hear me, Adam?
Yeah, can you give us a camera?
Well, I was trying, but it says it can't access my camera, so I'm having a little technical difficulties.
Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, well that can happen. So listen,
Yeah.
I know that we provided you with something. I'm not sure about hearing if you used it or not, but we put together a raffle ticket. Did you guys employ that technique at all?
So we did. It was a very learning curve, like Cody said. We did have that there, but we didn't have too many people interested in the raffle. It was really weird.
Mm,
Friday was a little slow for us. We still handed out some samples, but Saturday we really kicked it up when we went and got a hold of the announcer and was getting some call outs and the rodeo clown. That was just a whole nother step up. And
yep.
I mean, once that happened and we started getting the guys in the back, offering them some drinks, I mean, it just took off and we was busy. I mean, when he says we handed out 500 plus flyers, we did legit. And what we done, we took the brochure that's got all of our products in it and we stuck our card inside that brochure. And I mean, not only did we hand all those out, I mean, we personally talked to each and every one of those people pretty much in a 4 hour window. So I mean, we was hustling.
Well, that is
And
fantastic. That's fantastic, Chad. This is the brochure that you guys are talking about, and
yes.
yeah, that worked out, I'm sure, incredibly well. So the key with the raffle, and this is something that again, as you guys do more of these, you'll get better at them. You have a couple of clipboards, you have the pen and the raffle ticket on there. It's just a couple of quick questions, right? That is on the raffle. And you're raffling off a bag of Exhilarate, right? Something that is affordable and doable. And as you're chatting with people, you say, "Hey, fill this out quick for we're raffling off a free bag." And people, while you're talking to them, they'll just start jotting stuff down on there. And then when they walk away, you can take that raffle ticket, right? And you can flip it over. And then you can take some notes about what it is you talked about with that individual. So now you've got notes about that person, what you talked about, did they drink energy drinks, things like that. And that way you kind of, and by the way, on the other side, you've got their name and maybe email or phone number or whatever. And they might have checked off something like, yeah, I drink energy drinks, or yeah, I might be open to an opportunity to make some money. Those are some of the questions that were on there. And so you got to have a little bit of an idea and kind of a way to jog your memory about who this person was, right? Because if a thousand people walk by your booth and sample your drink and you don't have a way to kind of jog your memory about who that person was, it's kind of hard to follow up. So for the future, that's a great way to go. And I know you're going to do more of those. And it's just a matter of, nuancing and finessing how best to do that kind of thing. And as you do them, you guys get better at it. And I'm glad you guys are having fun doing them, because it's a great method to get people. And different shows are have different personalities to them, right? If it was a home-based business show of some sort, right? People are looking for something, or a business show, a franchise show, a home show. Everybody, there's different kinds of shows, obviously, that you can that are going to have a different kind of clientele or different kinds of people that are participating. So hopefully also you went to everybody else that had a booth and you got their contact information, because those people are entrepreneurs, right? Fantastic. All right. Great job, guys. Anything else that you learned, Cody, that you'd like to share with everybody from that experience?
Yeah, I'll hit one more thing. Exactly what Bradley said. Don't judge people from what they're either look like coming up, what they've done in the past. Whatever the case is, because we've got Amish that was coming up to us that yeah, we was in another multi-level marketing company, and we're still there, but we like the drink your guys is way more. So you just don't know who's on the receiving end of that conversation, and that literally, and you can't stress it enough, especially if you've been into marketing before. One person can change your entire life. I mean, it really can. So, network, get to know people, and if they say no now, that doesn't mean no forever. So, like you said, follow up and just keep plugging away with it. That's a big thing that we try to follow up and get people in contact with our upline as soon as possible.
Excellent. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate that. And yeah, this is a great point. It's really about timing for people. And I've talked about this often, even with like Bradley's case. Here he was building his traditional business. And I just thought, well, I haven't talked to him in a little while, and shut off a message. And it was just the right time for him to hear the message. And of course, new company, new product, exciting product, easy to market, makes all the difference in the world. And so when something new comes out, you always have the opportunity to go back to people that you have a good relationship with and revisit with them, and basically ask them if they're open for some additional information on something that's new, whether it be a new product or a new compensation tweak or a new bonus or whatever it is that's new that you would like to share with them. And people will often, if the timing is better for them, will say, yeah, sure, what do you got now, right? As long as you weren't a pest in the first place, people will be glad to hear from you, right? So anyway, I wanted to say that. Also, you brought up something that reminded me, and that is this. Don't ever compare yourself to anybody else. These guys are moving fast. You heard Cody say he's got some experience in another company, right? And you've got people who are entrepreneurial that are out there moving and shaking anyway. Not everybody is like that, right? And you can't compare yourself to anybody else. You're not running their race. You're running your race, right? The only thing you have to compare yourself to is your yesterday's self. That's it. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. You run your own race. You're going to get better in your time. The amount of time that you apply yourself, the amount of time that you spend building our business, is just going to make it go faster for you. And not everybody has, the same amount of time to devote to a business like ours. Some have more, some have less. Some come from more experience, some have less. And so you just can't compare yourself to anybody else. The other thing too is there's a lot of noise in our industry. There's a lot of other companies. There's a lot of other opportunities. There's a lot of other products that look great on the surface. There's things that are just starting up where you think, oh boy, I'd love to be in first. No, you don't. Okay. All companies go through challenges when they are new. Doesn't matter how great it looks on the surface, how many incredible leaders have come together to do it one last time. Guess what? They're going to have challenges as a new company. Most companies, 95%, don't make it in our industry past year 3. That's important to know. So don't let anything distract you. Get focused on what you've got. We've got products that nobody else has that make you feel better than anything else I've experienced. And we've got this incredible compensation plan that is so well dialed in right now. People are loving this plan, the way this plan is paying out, the way it works, the way it involves people. I mean, to be able to pick one product and put it on SmartShip and get 10% off, 2 products get 20% off, 3 products will get you 30% off. That is a complete no-brainer, win-win situation. If you do 3 products on SmartShip, it's almost like getting 1 for free. Right? And we've got products that you want to try. We've got different products that you're going to want to use in your family, in your life. So, why not get a bigger discount? And what that does for you is it gives us a rock solid SmartShip, which is where the residual income comes from in our business model, right? People don't want to get off these products because they get amazing results. And then from there, they can afford these products because they're such great value, and they stay on them year in, year out, month in, month out, and it creates an amazing residual income. So here we have Social X, brand new company, brand new compensation plan, yet with the pedigree of a company that's been around for a decade, right? All these people together have been here for a decade. We did a rebranding, and it is amazing what's happening since that. So a lot of exciting things that are happening. Coming up Super Saturday on April 26th. There's a Super Saturday training happening. It's a Zoom. You do not want to miss this. Take a look at the X Team Facebook page or the associate Facebook page for Social X, and you can get the details about that and the links for it. Again, that's April 26th, Super Saturday. As I wrap up here, I think I got Cowboy on. Cowboy, you out there, buddy? Cowboy, you and your buddies, Chad and Cody, you guys did an amazing job with David D'Arcangelo on Thursday night this past week. If you haven't seen that, catch the replay on it. They did an amazing job. Cowboy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You look fantastic. How is it that you're growing younger? What is your secret?
You want to replace healthy cells or unhealthy cells? I choose healthy cells, so that glutamist and that power duo, xanthamist.
Absolutely.
But have an update. I hit the 50-pound mark of weight loss, and I was 203. Actually, a little more. I was 257 at my high, and I hit a plateau. Like 210, wouldn't go high, wouldn't go low. But when we brought out the accelerate, it knocked me off that plateau a little bit.
That's
So,
fantastic. And
yeah.
you're somebody that's always been on a little on the heavier side, and now you've lost 50 pounds. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you look amazing. I know you eat well. I see this thing. Cowboy sends me pictures of what he's cooking on the grill. And I'm telling you right now, he's lost 50 pounds, and the stuff he's cooking on the grill, it does not equate. So these products have had to make a difference for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, and I met with Cody and Chad today, or I met with Cody, he went and met with Chad, and they're fired up. And it's good to see people prosper, and I heard someone say earlier, the more people we help, the better our business gets also. So why wouldn't you want to help a whole lot of people? You'd have a whole lot bigger business.
Absolutely. Amen. That's what it's all about. Really, you and I, we've made a lot of money in our industry and continue to do so. The residual income is strong here. And at this point, it's about legacy. It's really about helping other people get theirs and get to where they need to be. And I love what Bradley said earlier about he likes helping people, right? That's what it's about. I want to help as many people as I can, and that's that's really the business that we're in. We're just doing it with products that make sense, that are great for you, that make you feel great, and people don't want to get off them. So guess what? That helps you financially in the long run. So it's just a matter of
Well, and Adam, I don't think we talk enough about the free profit sharing positions. I thought they made a mistake. I almost sent them back some money because I get paid like 4 times on Cody.
That is not a mistake. That is actually part of our compensation plan. That's fantastic. Yeah, we don't talk about them enough, and we'll do more training on the compensation plan. And there's some great training right in the Rapid Funnel app, so make sure you take advantage of that. All right, Cowboy, thanks for hopping on here. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your stories. Congrats on the success that you're having. And this has been Tuesday Night Live, the X Team Social Hour. We do it every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time live. And tonight, coming up, 9 p.m. Eastern, of course, at socialxwebinar.com is the corporate Zoom. And that's always a good one to plug people into. There's another one on Wednesday night. Generally speaking, that one's on the Rapid Funnel app. And then on Thursday, David D'Arcangelo, 9 p.m., he does the amazing product call where he covers different products. And you don't want to miss that at 9 p.m. at socialxwebinar.com. All right, everybody, thanks for hopping on Tuesday Night Live. Everybody have a great night. Great meeting everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.